All right, everyone, welcome to the 187th District Court. Happy Thursday. Let's keep it a Thursday. Let's not turn it into a Monday. These are the rules of the 187th District Court. You are in a courtroom. Doesn't matter if you're at your house, at the Bexar County Jail, you're in a courtroom. If you behave inappropriately on this Zoom screen, you're going to be required to appear in person. These are the rules. If you're at your house, you're not allowed to be in bed, cooking, doing laundry, or whatever chores you're doing. You need to stop. You need to find a quiet, stationary place. If you are at your place of employment, you need to tell your employer that you need to take a break. You need to find a quiet place and be stationary. To all the inmates at the Bexar County Jail, you're not, or anywhere, you're not allowed to use the chat box. You're not allowed to use the internet. You're not allowed to use Facebook. If you do any of these things, you will be sent back to your cell. They are shorthanded, as you all know. And if you're sent back to your cell, we will see you maybe in 30 to 60 days. Just one moment. Someone else is popping in. To all attorneys, if you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, you need to put it in the chat box to Ms. Ferguson. She will be listed as Ferguson Coordinator on the Zoom screen. If your client is on bond, we will need your client's email address, so please include that in the chat box. Oops. Just one moment. All right, everyone, please, as you can see, there are Mr. Donaldson. Any hygiene that somebody wants to do, you should have done that before you came on the Zoom screen. All right, I'm going to open up breakout rooms. When I open up breakout rooms, it's going to invite everyone to a breakout room. Do not, I repeat, do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call you by name and assign you to a breakout room. To all the defendants, when your attorney goes to a breakout room, your attorney is probably going to want to speak with the state before they speak with you. So please do not raise your hand asking if you should be in a breakout room, because if you should be in a breakout room, you will be requested to go to that room. Your attorney's name will be called. Your name will not be called. If you do not hear your attorney's name, it is because your attorney is Zooming in another courtroom, or it's because your attorney had to make an in-person appearance in another courtroom. Just be patient. Your attorney will Zoom in. As all the attorneys can see, there are more attorneys than there are prosecutors. So you all need to exercise patience. When I assign you to a breakout room, think of those breakout rooms as doctor's offices. When you go see the doctor, what happens? The nurse calls you to the back, you get excited because you're seeing the doctor right away, but they're just putting you in a little room to check your weight and your blood pressure. If you leave the room, the prosecutor will see that your room is empty and they will skip over you and go to the next person in line. The prosecutors have the ability to move throughout the breakout rooms. They have the ability to assign people to breakout rooms. So what I need everyone to do is make sure that you stay at your computer and you look and you see if someone is trying to send you to another room. And attorneys, please make use of your chat boxes. To the attorneys, this is the order in which you'll appear. If you see your name is low on the list and you wish to Zoom to another courtroom, you're more than welcome to do so. However, if you Zoom to another courtroom and your name is called, you will be placed at the end of the list. Barry Hitchens, Courtney Hilliard, Bud Rittenauer, Matthew Allen, Luis Martinez, Michael Velacek, Miguel Hernandez, Todd McCray, Eduardo Jimenez, Nathaniel Navy, Tim Molina, Matt Stohansky. Is there any attorneys whose name I have not called?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Emmons.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Xavier Alcaraz.
Are you an attorney?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I misheard.
No. Here's the thing. This is why everybody, I don't know why they don't have romper room anymore, but I always tell everybody you have to put on your listening ears. I said that the name that will be called will be your attorney's name. If you do not hear your attorney's name, it is because your attorney is Zooming in another courtroom
Maybe
or
call.
else has to appear somewhere in person. And I said, everyone needs to put some patience in your pocket. Today is Thursday. Let's not turn it into a Monday. So added to the list is Kelly McGinnis, Valentina Kogut, and James Ishimoto. Is there any other attorney's name that I've missed? All right, to attorneys, when I send you to a breakout room and you come back to the main room, if you can use the reaction, that's a hand raise, that will help me see you to know that you've come back from the breakout room. If you come back from the breakout room and your screens are black, I will assume that you're Zooming in another courtroom and your name will not be called. So attorneys, I need to know the name of your client. I need to know whether your client is criminal trial division or family violence. If you have the ability to add to your name the name of your client in criminal trial division, TD, or family violence, FV, that will be a great help to the court in moving you quickly through the docket. Barry Hitchens.
Morning, Your Honor. I've got Christopher Saxon, 2 cases, family violence, 1 sexual assault. The other is assault, family violence, 2nd offense.
I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Courtney Hilliard.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Dante Hilliard. He is on is this an MTR?
Okay. Is it the motion to revoke is the charge a criminal violence case?
He has several new charges pending, misdemeanor assault, family violence, a felony assault, family violence, and violation of protective order.
Okay. I'll send you to number 4. Prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Bud Ridnour.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Raymond Garcia as family violence.
Okay. I'll send you to number 5.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Matthew Allen.
Yes, Judge, here on Paul Donaldson. It's
Thank you so much for changing your name. You're the first one. I'm going to send you to number 6.
All right, thank you, Judge.
It's the small things, people, that matter. Luis Martinez.
Well, Judge.
Thank you for changing your name. I'm going to send you to number 7.
Well, Judge, after the 12th time you told me, I figured I'd get it down.
I mean, it's awesome. You get an A+. Michael Belichick.
Yes, good morning, Judge. I don't know how to change my name. I have,
Okay, we're all in a learning process.
it's been a while now. Yes, Judge. I have Tony Schiaretti. She is a criminal trial division.
How do you spell the last name?
Scherittti, I believe.
Okay, I think, let me see. You were so close. Let me see, I just pulled it. It's Scherittti. I have to get it right because otherwise the prosecutors it won't show up for them.
Yes.
I'll send you to number 8.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Miguel Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Antonio Melendez, the CTD. If I could speak to the prosecutor.
I'll send you to number 9.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Todd McCray, thank you for changing your name. I'll see you to number 10.
I just need Mr. Nisbet, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge. I have Isaiah on the family violence docket. Just give me a. Sorry, I was trying to multitask.
Okay, this is what I'll tell you what I know. I haven't done a scientific study,
Isaiah
but
Gonzalez.
usually, Mr. Eduardo Jimenez, I haven't done a scientific study, but this is what I know about multitasking. Usually the only people who can do that perfectly and expertly are females.
That's
But
why
I like when guys try. Kelly knows I'm telling the truth.
It's
All right.
Isaiah Gonzalez in family violence, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay.
But we all got to try.
We have to.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to send you to number 11. Brenda knew I was going to say that.
Okay.
All right. Nathaniel Navy.
Yes, Judge. I have Cameron Scott, family violence.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for changing your name. I'll send you to number 12. Welcome back to the 187.
Good to be back, Judge.
Tim Molina.
Good morning, Judge. I am here on Cavalieri. It's family violence. I filed yesterday a motion to dismiss for speedy trial, seeking a hearing for the court to do like an analysis on harm and due diligence. And David's aware of it. So I was just really seeing if we can get a setting for the hearing.
Well, just give me one moment. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Matt Stohansky.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hi, thank you for changing your name.
Hey, even old dogs can do a trick.
You're doing great. I'm going to send you to number 13. That's a lucky breakout room number.
And Mr. Dr. Kazard is in the courtroom.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Kelly McGinnis, thank you for changing your name. I'm going to send you to number 14.
I missed 13 by 1.
You did. You were so close. But make 14 a lucky breakout room number.
Okay, I will.
Valentina Kogut.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Who do you have?
Cristina Montes, and it is a CTD.
All right, I'm going to send you to number 15.
Thank you.
James Ishimoto.
Good morning, Judge. I have Melissa Garcia, and it's a criminal trial division.
I'll send you to number 16.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Rusty Geyer.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Judah Rosales. He's present on video. I need to speak quickly with David. We're here for our acknowledgement that we are going to trial, and there'll be no other plea agreements after that. But I need to speak.
Number 17.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome. Dave McClain.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Great. You know, whenever I think of your name, I think of Die Hard.
You're not alone. I wish I had Bruce Willis's money. I've got Joe Schonstein this morning. He's got actually mixed. He's criminal trial division and he's got a family violence.
Okay, what's the name again?
Joe Schonstein.
How do you spell the first name?
Joshon. He's not indicted on some of these cases. I think he might have an indictment on one of them.
Okay. All right. I'm going to send you to number 18.
Thanks, Judge.
All right. Luis Martinez.
Judge, I've conferred with Marcus on Renee Garza that MTR is going to be withdrawn this morning.
Okay. Just 1 moment. So let me see. Where is Renee Garza?
Right here, Judge.
All right. Are you at work, Mr. Garza?
Correct.
What do you do?
I'm an electrician.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually in the company vehicle doing the call. So.
Oh, well, I guess they want you there quickly. They're probably like, what's going on? All right. Then let me put this on the docket. Do you know if there are going to be some additional conditions, Mr. Garza?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Martinez.
Judge, no, Judge, we're just withdrawing the MTR.
All right, then, Mr. Garza and Mr. Martinez, you are excused. Thank you for popping in.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
And Mr. Molina, the court coordinator, is just setting up. So as soon as she sets up, we will get that date for you.
Okay.
And to the clerks, do you have the motion on Sebastian Cavallari, please? Did you file that today, Mr. Molina? You're on mute.
Sorry, yesterday.
Oh, in here? Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. So Ms. Ferguson, I'm going to need a date for a hearing on a motion to dismiss for want of speedy trial. Can you, did David tell you what would be a good date or when he will be available?
He didn't, but we've just discussed this the last few settings, given I guess the age of the indictment and Mr. Cavallari's health.
All right, David Martin.
Yeah.
When would you be ready to take up this motion?
Never. Y'all might be ready sometime in the end of next week, though.
All right, Norma, is it possible to set Mr. Cavallari for next week?
Yes, ma'am.
Friday?
Yeah, we can do Friday.
All right, Mr. Martin, will you be available? Will you be ready on Friday?
The state will be ready, I would imagine.
Oh, that's right. You may be gone. All right, we will recall it for October 8th. Do you need to speak with your client?
Briefly, Your Honor.
All right, when you speak with your client, I'll need him to come back to the main room so he can be dismissed from the main room.
Okay.
Mr. Cavallari, if you could go to breakout room number 1, please. And Norma, deputy may need to help him.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody would need to assist him.
Do you know what seat he's in?
He's not in a seat. It just says 187th Cavallari. He's in one of those rooms by himself.
Oh, okay, Judge. Let me get it. They're on their way, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Antonio Casablanca, you need to show your video. To all the defendants who are on screen, you need to show your video. Christina Montez, you need to show your video. Carol Schutz, you need to show your video. Jose Turibiades, you need to be on video. Derek Edmonds, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 19.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, is there any other defense attorney who has not been assigned to a breakout room? Okay. Barry Hitchens.
Yes, Your Honor, I met with David Martin and we reviewed the history. He's made an offer. My client has turned down the offer. And David said, well, just go back to the main room and get
Have you
a.
talked to your client today?
I have over the telephone before we zoomed in.
Where's your client?
He's on Christopher Saxon on same screen that I'm on. KRISSAXON in the kind of turquoise shirt.
Okay. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. I'm sorry, number 2. The court coordinator will meet you there to give you a trial date, and then you need to come back to the main room so we can place that on the record.
Okay.
And you were in number 3. All right, any other attorneys back? Bud Rittenhour. You're on mute.
Thank you. I also met with Mr. Martin, same thing that we had, you just heard the same thing. We got an offer. I've not met with my client. He's on the screen in the jail. I think he's going to reject it. We'll probably need a trial date.
All right, I'll send you to number 5, Mr. Garcia. Is your client Garcia 14H?
I think he
Raymond
was.
Garcia, please raise your hand for me.
He's not on mine.
Yes, he's 14H. I'll
Okay.
send you, if you'll go back to number 5, Mr. Garcia, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 5 to confer with your counsel. Matthew Allen.
Yes, Judge, I conferred. We're going to need a trial date for Paul Donaldson. We also have a bond reduction motion on file that we were wanting heard, but I think Tom is going to handle it. He'll be on a little bit later. I don't know if the court has availability to do that today.
Yes, have you spoken with your client today?
No, not today.
All right, if you go to number 6, Mr. Donaldson, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 6 to confer with your attorney. Any other attorneys back from the breakout room? Quincy Shields,
Yes, ma'am.
you're not allowed to wear shorts in court.
Okay. Do you want me to change real quick?
Yes,
Oh, all right.
you're welcome. Mr. Moreno, could you unmute for me, please? Michael Moreno?
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Moreno, we're going to bring you back on October 11th. Your attorney has to be in another court, and some courts are having in-person hearings, and some courts out of county are having in-person hearings, and so it's federal court. And federal court takes precedent over state courts. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll bring you back on October 11th. I wanted to make sure that you knew that no one had forgotten about you, okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. God bless you too. It's nice to receive a God bless you on a Thursday.
You're welcome, ma'am. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend and y'all take care.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
But before you go, if you can let the deputy behind you know that you can go back because they don't want you moving around without them knowing, okay?
Yes, I know that, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, ma'am. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ready to report, Judge.
All right, just give me one moment, please. And Norma, you can let them know that 14-0 can go back. All right, and to all the other inmates, do not let the deputies know you can go back. You're not excused until I excuse you. Richard Garza, where are you? Richard Garza. All right, can you take those back for me, please? All right, Rusty Geyer.
Judge, we finished conferring and we're ready for a trial date. Mr.
Did you confer with your client today?
Yes, I have. I conferred yesterday and he's been admonished that this was the no more plea bargains after this.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. The court coordinator, if you could go to breakout room number 3, please.
Yes.
And Rusty Geyer, if you go to 3, please.
Good. Thank you,
Everyone,
Judge.
just give me a moment. Mary Diaz, could you unmute, please?
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to recall your case for October 26th at your attorney's request. Your attorney is unable to be here today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused. Brenda, do you see which page Mary Diaz is on?
She might be on the recall.
It's on page 4, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, Tim Molina.
We're back, or at least I'm back from the breakout room. He was waiting for somebody to come help him. I could not talk him through it, but we have the date to come back for the 8th, and I'm just seeing if I can be excused.
All right, yes, you're excused.
Okay. He may pop back in here in a minute when they help him.
Oh, I'll send him to number 3. Could you go to number 3 and let Ms. Ferguson know? He's in 3 now. If you could go to number 3 and let Ms. Ferguson know that your client is excused.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Miguel Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I've spoken with the prosecutor, and we're looking into a situation of a little more discovery. They're just verifying that there are no videos and pictures since it's Live Oak and Converse, just to make sure on this one. So we were asking for about a couple of weeks reset to make sure that there is no more discovery for information on this matter.
All right, if you'll go to breakout room number 3, let the coordinator know that you need a 2-week reset for discovery, and then come back into the main room and let me know what that date is.
Yes, Judge. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Matthew Allen.
Judge,
Yes,
I sent
Judge,
you a, I'm sorry, Judge, I need, I sent you a chat, please.
David Martin. If you could go to breakout room number 3, please. All right, Matthew Allen.
Yes, Judge. I conferred with Mr. Donaldson. We do need a trial date. And then we also have the bond reduction motion that we're asking to be heard.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 3. Who's the prosecutor we're conferring with?
Oh my God.
Please don't name somebody who's not in this courtroom.
Yeah, I know that's. Tom is going to do the bond reduction hearing, but.
All right. Marcus, can you go to number 3 and confer on a jury trial date with Mr. Allen? Then we'll come back and hear your bond reduction.
Thank you.
All right, Kelly McGinnis.
Hi, Judge. I conferred with David. He's tendered a dismissal to the court.
Okay. And your client is going to put on appropriate pants.
Oh, no. Okay. I see him on here now. So hopefully.
Yeah, he changed, but
Okay.
you know, when things happen.
Hopefully while the Zoom was off.
No, it was on. But you know, when things happen, that means I need to add something else to my introduction. It's going to get so long, it's going to be an hour.
Okay.
All right. The court has the dismissal and the court is signing that now. Just give me a moment.
Okay. Get his dismissal pants on, Judge.
All right, the court has signed that. You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Ready to report, Judge.
All right, just give me a moment. Rusty Geyer on Judah Gonzalez.
Judy, it's Judah Rosales.
Rosales, no wonder. I
Yeah.
thought it was Gonzalez. Okay. Yes, what is happening with this case?
Let's see, we got a trial date of January 12th.
All right, we'll need to put this on the record. Where's your client?
He is right there, Judge Judah.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Judah? Unmute.
Yes, Rusty. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Brenda, it does it again. You know, I think it's when I put you first. So
Yeah.
we're going to see what happens. I'm trying not to get excited, Brenna. Is there a prosecutor available to place this on the record?
Go right, Judge. I'm here.
Thank you. Court is calling 2021 CR 3711, State of Texas versus Judah Rosales. Can I have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
Joe Ray Garcia.
for the defense?
Ronald Guyer for Mr. Rosales, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Judah Rosales?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections to us proceeding by video? State,
No, Your Honor.
defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rosales, any objections to us proceeding by video?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Everything that the state has certified to, Your Honor.
All right, the court is not in receipt of an acknowledgement of discovery in its file. The acknowledgement of discovery will be due November 19th. Is that doable, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has an offer been tendered, State?
I believe so, yes.
Mr. Guyer, has that offer been tendered to your client?
We rejected their offer and they rejected ours.
Okay. Mr. Rosales, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, your jury trial will be scheduled for January 12th, 2022. You will need to appear dressed for that trial on that day at 9 a.m. The courthouse is located at 300 De La Rosa. It's the 187th District Court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
When is your court date?
January 27th.
No, January 12th.
Oh, I'm sorry, January 12th.
All right, let's try this again because I want the record to be clear. Your jury trial date is scheduled for January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa. When is your court date?
January 12th, 2022, 187
What time?
at 9 a.m.
My understanding is that all parties conferred over this date. Any objections to January 12th, 2022 as a trial date, State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any objection to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rosales, do you have any objection to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Rosales, Mr. Guyer, of course, if jurors are suspended, then we will not have a jury trial on that date. Just so everyone is aware, each district court will have a specific date for a jury trial to occur. Those dates have not been given to the court as yet. Of course, if January 12th is not the 187th District Court's date, if we're put on January 13th or January 20th, the court will inform you, Mr. Guyer, so you'll know that that will be the new date instead of the January 12th date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you both are excused unless there's anything else.
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, then you both are excused. We'll see you on January 12th. Brenna, it's hard for me to keep saying 2022. That is so hard to believe. All right, we'll see you all next year.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Goodbye.
Barry Hitchens.
Yes, Your Honor. We probably need to bring in Christopher Saxon.
No, I will bring him in, but I'm just wondering, are you ready to proceed?
We're ready, Your Honor, on both cases. There's two cases for Mr. Saxon.
All right, who is the prosecutor you're dealing with?
It's David Martin.
All right, is there a prosecutor available to put the jury trial date on the record, please?
Go right, Judge.
Okay, What is the date you were given?
January the 12th, same date that Mr. Guyer was given.
Okay. Court is calling 2019 CR 10448 and 2020 CR 6576, State of Texas versus Christopher Matthew Saxon. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Joe Ray Garcia for the state.
For the defense?
Barry Hitchings, attorney for the defendant Christopher Saxon.
And are you Christopher Saxon?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No objections, Your Honor.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in each of these cases?
I know all the discovery that was uploaded onto e-discovery. I'm not aware of any additional discovery.
And cause number 2019 CR 10448, the court is in receipt of an acknowledgement of discovery dated January 24th, 2020. And cause number 2020 CR 6576, the court is not in receipt of an acknowledgement of discovery. The acknowledgement of discovery will be due on November 19th. State, are you able to get that to the court by then?
Yes, Judge.
All right. In each of these cases, Mr. Hitchens, have you received an offer from the state?
I have, Your Honor.
And were those offers tendered to your client?
Yes, they were, Your Honor.
Mr. Saxon, are you rejecting those offers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, I'm not aware if there was any new offer made today, but last time there was an offer made and I rejected that, so I'll request the jury trial.
All right, Mr. Hitchens, no new offers were made. Is that correct?
As recently as today when I talked with David Martin, there's no new offers.
Okay. Then your jury trial date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa, the 4th floor. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When is your jury trial date?
January 12th, 2022,
What time?
9 a.m.
All right, you'll need to come dressed for trial. Mr. Hitchens, again, the jury trials have not technically been scheduled. Each court will be given a specific date for a jury trial. If for any reason the 187th District Court is not scheduled for jury trial on that date, or if for any reason jury trials are suspended again, the court will of course let you know and let you know the next available trial date. Any objections to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any objection to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Saxon, any objection to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, with that, we'll close the record. Mr. Hitchens and Mr. Saxon, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Stohansky?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, are you ready on your case? Is this a jury trial?
I have been talking with the state and they have made a substantially better offer to me. Dr. Kazart is in the courtroom. I'd ask that we recall this afternoon and let me get him over here and talk to him.
If you want, I can send you to a breakout room to speak with him now.
Okay, and I understand, but I have a 10 o'clock protective order docket I need to jump over to.
Okay, let's do this. Let's see if you can jump back in before the afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Is Dr. Kazart available for me to talk to?
My understanding, he's in the courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kazart, you can take a short break from the courtroom, but I'll need you back here at 11 o'clock.
Okay, or if he wants to just come to my office and we can talk here and then because I'm just 5 minutes away.
All right.
Whichever. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Dr. Kizart, they'll give you a call. All right, Matt, we'll see you later. All right, who else is ready? Bud Rittenhour?
Judge, I've conferred with my client. Norma did not join us there. Is she supposed to join us?
Well, you confer with them you confer with your client. Is your client rejecting the offer?
Yes, at this point he is.
All right, so then now I need to send you to breakout room number 3 to confer on a jury trial date.
All right.
Thank you. And if could a prosecutor from family violence go to breakout room number 3, please, to confer on a jury trial date? Miguel Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor, I've spoken to Norma on the reset, October 15th on Mr. Melendez.
All right, where's your client?
He's in jail. He's under the 180 L10. I believe that's him.
All right, and what date are we coming back? I'm sorry.
October 15th.
All right, your client will need, my understanding, he needs a Spanish interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor.
So do you speak Spanish?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Could you let him know that we'll bring him back on October 15th?
Okay. Señor Meléndez, ¿me puede escuchar? ¿Sí?
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah.
Please.
¿Se puede aclarar para poder platicar? Porque no se escucha su... pregúntale al oficial.
Yes.
Ok, señor Meléndez. Usted entiende que vamos a posponer por 2 semanas hasta el 15 de octubre porque estamos buscando unos videos o fotografías tocante del caso suyo.
Ok.
Ok. ¿Están de acuerdo?
Sí, está bien.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor, he's in agreement with that reset.
All right, thank you. Can you do me a favor, Mr. Hernandez? If you could go to back to breakout room number 3 and let Ms. Ferguson know that Melendez L10 can be excused, and she'll need to know that it's L10.
All right, Your Honor. May I be excused after that?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Nathaniel Navy.
Yes, Judge. Judge, this is my first setting as the attorney for Mr. Scott. I'm still in the process of reviewing some of the body cam footage. I have received an offer from the state prior to today's setting, and I did relay that to my client already. But if I could just get a setting so that I could finish reviewing that evidence, and we can probably get you an answer as to whether he's going to accept that offer if I could get another setting.
Okay, when were you placed on this case?
Oh, I think sometime within the last 30 days, Judge.
Okay.
September 1st.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. If you can let Ms. Ferguson know that you'll need a 30-day reset to review discovery and come back to the main room and let the court know what that date is.
I will, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me find out where you were.
Go back to 12.
Did you zoom out and zoom in by chance? Ah, there you are. If you go to number 3, please, and she'll give you the date. Valentina Kogut, I need to see your video.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here present. I've
Yes.
conferred with the state and I conferred with my client. Mrs. Montes is still feeling ill. I don't believe we can proceed with the plea today.
Okay, here's the thing. Ms. Montes, let me see where she is. She's not on the screen. Is
She was
she in a
present.
breakout room?
Maybe she's still there.
No, she's not in the breakout room and she's not on the screen.
Okay, I'll let her know to join.
Yes, she needs to zoom back in and she's going to have to bring a medical report for the court because the court is not going to excuse her anymore on her word. So she needs to bring documentation from the court because she has been ill since June 2021. So have her zoom back in. And the
Understood.
court
Thank you.
will take that up. Thank you, Ms. Docket. All right, any, Michael Belichick?
Yes, Your Honor.
I conferred with Marcus about a new trial date on Tony Sciaretti, and we came up with December 9th.
All right, is there a prosecutor available to place this on the record? Any prosecutor?
I can stand in, Judge.
All right, thank you, Joe Ray, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Court is calling 2019 CR 11417D, State of Texas versus Tony Renee Sciaretti. Can I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Joe Ray Garcia.
For the defense?
Michael Valachek for the defendant.
And are you Tony Sciaretti?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will note for the record that a discovery acknowledgement was received on January 30th, 2020. State, was an offer tendered?
I believe so, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you tender the offer to your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sciaretti, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, my understanding, you had a chance to confer on a jury trial date. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And what is the date you've agreed to?
December 9th.
All right, state, any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Sciaretti, do you have any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, your jury trial will take place on December 9th, 2021 at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. You'll need to be present at 9 a.m. on December 9th in the 187th District Court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When is your jury trial date?
December 9th,
What time
9 a.m.
and which court?
The 187.
All right. So make sure that you're dressed for trial. If for any reason, Mr. Valachek, the jury trial is still suspended, you will be informed, and your client, of course, will not have to appear in person if jury trials are still suspended or resuspended. If there's nothing else, we will close the record. Anything else from state or defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then thank you. You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Fernando Cortez, who do you have?
I have Alberto Trevino. We've conferred multiple times. We're ready for trial.
I'm sorry, what's the name? The first name?
Alberto Trevino, Judge. That'd be
Is it criminal trial division or family violence? Is it criminal trial division or family violence, Mr. Cortez?
it's a burglary, I think, something like that.
Judge, it's family violence.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. I'll send you to breakout room number 3 to confer on a jury trial date.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. David Woodard.
Good morning, Judge. I have Victoria Maldonado, and it's a CTD case.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find you on the screen. Just give me a second. Could you speak one more time, please?
I'm right here, Judge.
All right.
Hello.
And what's the name again, please?
Victoria Maldonado, and it's a criminal trial case. I've conferred, but I forgot who I conferred with the last setting.
All right.
It was me. I'll go in there, Judge.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 5. Jonathan Chavez, who do you have?
Yes, Your Honor. Jose Tarubiatas, and he has a case with family violence and with one with CTD. I need to confer with CTD on a discovery issue.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 6.
Okay.
Richard Langlois, who do you have?
I have Jimmy Barrientos, Your Honor. He's,
Criminal trial division or family violence?
it's a drug case, Judge. He's extremely ill. And he's at home. He has gastrointestinal hemorrhaging. I believe he does have cancer. And
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 3. Ms. Ferguson, can you go to breakout room number 3? And also, Ms. Ferguson, Fernando Cortez is in breakout room number 3 to confirm a jury trial date.
Yeah, I need a prosecutor in there, Judge.
All right, could a family violence prosecutor go to breakout room number 3 if you're available, please? All right, Nathaniel Navy.
Yes, Judge. I got my date on Cameron Scott. It would be for October 27th
Okay, just 1 second.
to complete discovery.
All right, where's Cameron Scott?
He's on, Judge. He's just muted under Cam Scott.
All right, what date were you given?
October 27th.
All right, Mr. Scott, we'll be back on your case on October 27th to make sure that all the discovery is tendered. You and your attorney are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, anyone else? Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge. Isaiah Gonzalez would like to remain on the trial docket after conferring with David Martin and with Mr. Gonzalez. There is one issue, though. He doesn't have a bond, Judge.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3 to confer on a trial date, then we'll discuss the bond issue.
Yes, Judge.
You're welcome. David McLean.
Good morning, Judge. I was in breakout room number 18 and I was getting very lonely in there. I just want to make sure I had gotten forgotten. So I
No, you're
figured
not.
I'd
And you
check
know
in.
what? Actually, I see where people are moving. So I'm going to send you to breakout room number 7.
Thanks, Judge.
Derek Edmonds.
Judge, confer the Marcus. We are trying to work something out in the case, but there's some restitution involved. Marcus needs to verify the restitution amount with the complaining witness. And then depending upon that amount, if we can get something worked out, I think we're heading that direction now.
Did they give you a time frame on when they would have the restitution issue solved?
I don't know if Marcus is still on or not, but I'm assuming he wouldn't need any more than 3 weeks to talk to the complaining witness about it. It's supposedly around $4,000. He needs to verify that, Judge. And then there's a deal about upfront restitution.
I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. Tell Ms. Ferguson you need a 30-day reset
Okay,
for restitution, and then come back to the main room and let me know what that date is.
will do. Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. Courtney Hilliard.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with the state on the MTR. There are new number ones pending that they have no information on. So we just want to set it for a contested or just get a reset because they can't proceed at this time. And my client's not going to plead true to any conditions or any of the violations.
Okay, just 1 moment. Have you spoken to your client? Or the state is not ready to make any type of offer?
I mean, my client's not going to agree to an offer at this time. He has new number ones pending and they're all just pending with no evidence. So he's not going to plead to anything. I've already talked to him. So.
Okay, I'm going to send you number 3. Tell Ms. Ferguson you need a contested hearing set and then come back with the date for me, please.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, just one moment. Mr. Cortez, do you have a trial date?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a trial date for January the 12th. My client is in the courtroom. He's rejected the offer. We don't object to this trial date, January the 12th at 9 a.m.
All right, courtroom, can I have Mr. Trevino come forward? Is there a prosecutor available?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. Court is calling 2021 CR 0149, State of Texas versus Alberto Trevino. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
For the defense?
Fernando Cortez for the defendant.
And are you Alberto Trevino?
Right.
The court will note for the record that the defendant is present in the courtroom. We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Trevino, do you have any objection to this hearing taking place by video?
No, ma'am.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I have, Your Honor.
And the court will note for the record that the court is in receipt of a discovery acknowledgement dated March 5th, 2021. State has an offer been tendered?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cortez, has an offer been tendered to your client?
It has, Your Honor, multiple times.
Mr. Trevino, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your jury trial date has been conferred over by all parties. My understanding is that the date agreed upon is January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Any objections to that as a jury trial date? Defense?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objections to that as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Trevino, do you have any objection to that as a jury trial date?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Trevino, you will have your jury trial and you'll need to appear in court dressed for trial on January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. Obviously, you know where the court is located because you are here. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, when is your jury trial date?
January 12th, right where I'm standing,
All right, and what time?
at 9 a.m.
All right, we will let you sit down though, Mr. Trevino, so you won't have to stand during your trial unless you want to. All right, we'll go off the record. Mr. Trevino, remain in the courtroom and you will be given a reset form for that date, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good one. David Woodard.
Judge, I've conferred with Meredith and also with my client, and she wishes to have a jury trial on her cases.
Have you received a court date from Ms. Ferguson?
No, I haven't.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3.
I'm going to jump in there too. Just I have one quick question for David.
All right, do you want me to send you to another room before you jump into there with David? Because 3 is a little bit crowded.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
All right, I'll send you to number 4 and then Meredith, you can move David to number 3. Richard Langlois, you're back on Jimmy Barrientos. You're on mute.
We're set for January 12th. My client is fighting colon cancer, intestinal cancer. So I don't know how long or what the result's going to be by 12th, but we'll let you know.
All right, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Brenda, do you see what page Mr. Barrientos is on? Anyone?
Page 6.
Thank you. Christine McDonald.
Good morning, Judge. I have Joseph Sanchez Contreras with criminal trial.
Okay. I will send you to breakout room number 5.
Okay, thank you.
Courtney Hilliard.
Yes, Your Honor. She set us on October the 27th at 2 o'clock.
Okay, just one moment. All right, and I'm sorry, Mr. Hilliard, what date was that?
October the 27th.
All right, Mr. Hilliard, you're set for a contested hearing on October 27th at 2 p.m. You'll need to be in the courtroom. The courtroom is located at 300 De La Rosa. It's the 187th District Court. Do you understand? Could you unmute for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll see you on October 27th. Make sure you bring your mask because they won't let you in the courtroom without a mask. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing else, you're both excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Anyone else? James DeWiggins, who do you have?
I'm here on a motion for early termination with John Giffen, Your Honor.
All right, just one second.
And I see him on the screen.
Is it criminal child division or family violence?
Family violence.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 7.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let me see who's back. David Woodard.
Judge, I'm just sending Meredith a chat.
Okay. Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge. Norma gave us a trial date of January 12th.
Just one moment.
That is Isaiah Gonzalez.
Okay. Is he in custody or on bond?
He's in custody, Your Honor. And we were going to address the bond issue because he does not have a bond set.
Okay, just one second. Todd McCray, is your client Victor Pazana here?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
How is he listed on the screen?
Oh, I haven't looked through the screen, Judge.
I'm here, Your Honor.
What is your name listed as?
I haven't listed on this phone. It's a brand new phone, so.
No, what does it say on the screen? Because I don't know.
Oh, on the screen it's saying just iPhone 13.
Is it iPhone 13 Pro?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
That's him, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I made a notice.
And we're back from conferring with Mr. Nisbet.
Okay. All right, so you're still requesting your jury trial?
I don't know. I think we just need another setting, Your Honor. This is the first setting and we've got an offer and we just like some time to consider that.
Okay.
There's some things that we need to get to Mr. Nisbet. We're working, Judge.
Okay, well, did you get the proper setting from Norma? Because it wouldn't be a jury trial setting then. And I
Yes,
think that's what she gave you.
correct.
So what date did she give you?
I didn't get a date, Your Honor.
Okay,
Did
just
I
one
not?
second.
Yeah.
Ms. Ferguson, could you put in the chat box for me, please, on Victor Pazana? Can I have a 30-day reset, please? Just a regular reset.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Pazana, we're going to come back on October 28th.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. McCray, that's just a regular reset.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you and your client are excused.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
Your
you.
Honor. Have a great day.
Oh, thank you. You have a great day too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Just give me one moment, Mr. Jimenez.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, who are the prosecutors on Eduardo Jimenez's case?
I believe it was
Gonzalez.
David Martin, Isaiah Gonzalez.
Yes. All right, David Martin, are you available?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 7912, State of Texas versus Isaiah Gonzalez. Everyone, could you please make sure you're on mute? Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
David Martin.
For the defense?
Eduardo Jimenez.
And are you Isaiah Gonzalez? Are you going to mute for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Judge.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, we have, Judge.
The court will note for the record that there's a discovery acknowledgement dated July 9th, 2020. State has an offer been tendered.
Yes.
Defense, has that offer been tendered to your client?
Yes, it has, Your Honor, and he's rejecting the offer.
Mr. Gonzalez, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Hello, Judge.
I am in a hearing. Who is calling my name? Who is the person calling my name?
I'm sorry, Ms. Judge Boyd. It was Christina Montes.
Do you not see I'm in a hearing?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that.
No, my question is, do you not see that we are in a hearing?
Yes, ma'am. But I had a message saying that you wanted to speak with me, and it was all
No,
in caps.
that's not my question. My question is, do you not see that I am in a hearing?
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
No, here's the problem with you, Ms. Montes. Show your video. You are always late. You've been sick since June of 2020. Something's going to be happening with your case today. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you need to speak to your attorney, you need to speak to your attorney. But you are 2 seconds away from having your Zoom privileges revoked. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm so
Everyone
sorry.
should know that you do not come into a Zoom hearing in a court announcing yourself. If we were physically in a courtroom, would you just come through the door and we're having a hearing? Judge, that would be a no. So I don't know why you think you can do that on this Zoom hearing.
I'm sorry about that, ma'am.
And if you're going to continue with this, I've been sick since June 2020, and here it is, September 30th, 2021, you're going to have to start having documentation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Something will be happening with your case today. I'm
Yes,
sending
ma'am.
you to a breakout room with your attorney, and you need to speak with your attorney.
Okay, ma'am. I apologize for that.
Valentina, I need you to go to breakout room number 12.
Yes, Your Honor.
And something will be happening with this case today. Brenna, I'm sorry, I don't have my live stream up. Just 1 second. Let me see where we are.
You asked him if he was rejecting it.
Thank you, Brenna. If anyone had any doubts that you take everything down, I think they should not have any doubts anymore. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, we're back on the record. Are you
Yes,
rejecting
ma'am.
the state's offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my understanding is that all parties have had a chance to confer on a jury trial date, and that jury trial date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Any objections to that as a jury trial date, state?
Okay.
Any objections to that as a jury trial date, defense?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any objection to that as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Then, Mr. Gonzalez, you will need to be in the 187th District Court at 9 a.m. on January 12th, 2022. If you are still in custody, you will be brought over dressed for trial. If you are released on bond, you will need to appear on January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187th District Court. It's located at 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
When is your court date?
January 26th,
All right, and what time?
9 a.m.
All right, we will see you at that time.
Pardon
Now
me.
there's, my understanding there's a bond issue.
Yes, Judge.
All right, did you file a motion, Mr. Jimenez?
I was gonna ask the court to allow an oral motion allow me to urge an oral motion. I wasn't aware that when his other cases were dropped, they dropped his bond at the same time. So.
All right, then you'll need to discuss. State, are you willing to proceed on an oral motion?
Not today.
All right, so what I'll do, Mr. Jimenez, I'll send you to breakout room. Okay, you know what? Your client is behaving inappropriately, so we'll see you back in 60 days. Norma, can you let them know L6 can go back, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back in 60 days. Norma, can I have a reset date for 60 days on Mr. Gonzalez, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And Judge, I'm gonna be filing the motion, right? You're.
Yes, we'll hear your bond motion with Mr. Gonzalez in 60 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Norma, you're welcome. Norma, what date?
Give me 1 second, Judge. I put it in the chat, Judge.
All right, if you'll file your motion, we'll hear it on January 2nd.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. And may I be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Judge, if I can go in a breakout room with Norma to get a trial date on Victoria Maldonado?
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 3. Mr. DeWiggins?
Judge,
Yes.
it's my understanding that the state is not opposed to my motion for Mr. Giffen.
All right, then what will need to happen? I'm gonna have you, let me see if I have your motion.
It was filed a while back. The clerk should have it.
Judge, I send you a chat.
All right, thank you, Norma.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, who's the prosecutor you're conferring with?
Where'd he go?
Is
Oh,
it Joe Ray?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, State, my understanding is that you are not in, that you are in agreement with the motion?
Yes, Judge. Based on the belief that he completed all of his conditions and has no violation reports. We've spoken to the complainant.
All right, thank you. All right, then. I've signed your motion. You're excused.
Thank you so much, Judge, and thank you, Norma, for getting us on. I appreciate you both. Thank you, and thank you, Joe
Oh,
Ray.
thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
All right, Mr. Giffen, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Shields.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, your case has already been dismissed.
Yes.
All right, did you need anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, stay out of trouble. And Mr. Shields, remember, if you're ever in court, you need to wear pants.
And don't feed my dog.
No, do not feed your dog. But here's the thing. If you are on Zoom and you're wearing shorts, then you need to make sure you keep the camera up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a great rest of your day. I hope this is a learning experience for you.
Won't spank nobody else's kid. Amen. Have a blessed weekend.
All right, you have a blessed weekend too. Amen.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Brenda, people should know you can't discipline someone else's children. All right, Chris. Oh, Amy Owen. Who do you have?
Hi, Judge. Good morning. I have Carol Schultz. It's a criminal trial division.
Okay.
She is on.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2.
Okay.
Christine McDonald.
Hello, Judge. We need a trial setting for Mr. Contreras. He's rejected the state's offer.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. Let me see if I can find out what breakout room you were in. Do you know which breakout? There you are. I'll send you to number 3.
Okay, thank you.
All right, David Woodard.
Judge, I received a date from Norma for January 12th on Victoria Maldonado.
Okay. Where's your client?
Judge, I don't know. She may still be in the breakout room that I was in with her if you want me to go and grab her.
Yes, I'm going to send you to number 4. All right, anyone else back from breakout rooms?
Judge, I am with Norma.
Okay, that's Edmonds.
Right. She gave me a date of October 27th.
Okay, and your client is Xavier.
Right. And he is logged in under his name.
Okay. It makes it so much easier when people log in under their names. All right, Xavier, we're going to be back on your case on October 27th. And that will be by Zoom, Mr. Edmonds.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You and your client are excused.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Judge Dave McLean, I'm back from breakout room as well. I need to get in with Norma to get a reset date.
All right, Jess, give me a moment. I'm trying to find that last person on this docket.
Page 7, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Joshin Sheen.
Yes, Your Honor. And he's here. I saw him on the Zoom earlier.
Okay, when you go to the breakout room, just tell Norma you need a regular reset.
Thank you, Judge. Will do.
All right, and let me see what breakout, there you are. If you go to 3, James Ishimoto.
Judge, we need a reset. We have an offer for pretrial diversion, and I need to go over that with my client.
All right, go to breakout room number 3 and let Ms. Ferguson know that you need a reset date for pretrial diversion, and then come back to the main room and let me know what that date is.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, let me find you on the screen. Matthew Allen.
Yes, Judge. Back on Paul Donaldson, I do have a trial date for him, and I believe Tom is back ready for the bond hearing if the court is ready.
Okay, what is the trial date?
January 12th.
Is your client on bond or in, well, oh, he's in custody.
Yes, Judge.
All right. The court is calling 2019 CR 10116, State of Texas versus Paul James Donaldson. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Tom Nisbet for the
For the
state.
defense?
Matthew Allen for Mr. Donaldson.
All right. And are you Mr. Donaldson? Just press the space bar. It's the longest key on the keyboard.
Yes.
All right. We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
I know, Your Honor.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Donaldson, do you have any objections to us proceeding by video?
No, ma'am.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will note for the record that the court does not have in its possession an acknowledgement of discovery. State, are you able to tender the acknowledgement of discovery by December 1st?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, has an offer been tendered?
Yes.
Defense, has that offer been tendered to your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Donaldson, are you rejecting the offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your jury trial date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. Any objections to January 12th as the jury trial date, State?
No, Judge.
Defense?
No, Judge. I just wanted to point out to the court, we do have a demand for speedy trial on file, but the court has informed us that that is the earliest available date as of now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Donaldson, do you have any objection to January 12th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that the record is clear. January 12th, that date is the date that we're setting as a jury trial date. However, the courts will tell us, court administration will tell us if that is actually the date that the 187 will be allowed to select jury. The courts are on rotation for jury selection. But I'm thinking that that's the earliest date. Well, I know that's the earliest date that we can give you. If, however, the 187 is placed on the jury trial list for January 13th, then your jury trial date will not be on the 12th, it will be on the 13th. Do you understand, Mr. Donaldson?
Yes, Your Honor.
But most definitely, we will be seeking to have your jury sometime in the month of January. If we proceed with jury trial, and if jurors are not suspended, then your date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. If you are still in custody, you will be brought over to the 187 District Court dressed for trial. If you are on bond, then you will need to come to the court dressed for trial on January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m., 187 District Court, 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
When is your trial date?
January 12th,
What time?
9 a.m.,
Which court?
187.
All right. Then is there anything else from either side?
Judge, there's a bond motion that was also recalled for today that the defense has on file that both parties are prepared to proceed on.
All right. Then Mr. Allen, it is your motion. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. We would call Rosanna Donaldson.
Ms. Donaldson, if you could unmute, please. Can you raise your right hand?
Hello?
Yes. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand. If you could state your name for the record, please.
Roseanne Donaldson?
All right, defense.
Thank you. Ms. Donaldson, how are you related to Paul Donaldson?
He's my husband.
And how long have you been married?
We've been married for 35 years.
Okay. And how long have you been living in the San Antonio area?
All my life.
And where do you don't have to give the exact address, but where do you live right now?
I stay in a hotel.
Okay. And is that also in the San Antonio area?
Yes, sir.
All right. And currently, Mr. Donaldson's bond is set at $250,000. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have been unable to make that bond.
That's correct.
And Mr. Donaldson's been in custody for a little over 3 years now.
Yes.
What assets do you have? And I'll ask you individually. Do you own a house?
No.
Do you own any property?
No, sir.
Do you own any vehicles?
I have a beater, a whole car.
Okay. Do you know approximately how much the car is worth?
Not very much. It's been in an accident. It's put back together, so I just don't really know. But it works.
Okay. And do you have any stocks or bonds?
No.
Do you have a savings account? Are you currently working?
No, sir.
No?
No, I'm not currently working, but I do, for my neighbors, I might go clean the bathroom or help them, assist them or cleaning a room, and they'll pay me a couple of dollars.
Okay. And so do you know approximately from any income source at all, how much do you make either per week or per month?
For a month, I'll make about $40 or $50 if I'm lucky.
Okay. And is it safe to say you're living week to week or month to month?
Yes, sir.
And you're speaking on behalf of the family. Basically, you're the only one that's able or willing to help Mr. Donaldson bond out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If he were to bond out, would he be able to live with you in the San Antonio area?
Yes, sir.
And again, he has also lived in San Antonio for about 40 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, and Mr. Donaldson has, if you don't know, that's okay. Has he surrendered his driver's license?
I believe he has.
Okay. So if he were to have to go to pretrial or go to take a drug test, would you be able and willing to take him to those appointments?
Yes, sir.
Does Mr. Donaldson have any ties to other countries or family in other countries?
I'm sorry, Mr. Allen, just give me one moment, please.
Sure,
Mr. Shane, if you could go to breakout room number 7. All right, you may continue.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm the only thing Paul has.
All right. And again, you stay in the San Antonio area?
Yes.
You have a daughter?
Yes, I do.
Where does she live?
He lives in Atkins, Texas.
In Texas?
Yes.
And how far is that away from San Antonio?
20 miles.
20
Right.
miles.
I'm sorry, Ms. Donaldson.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, is there any way you can get closer to the microphone because you're sort of muffled?
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, that is much better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so you have one daughter in Atkins, Texas, about 20 miles away?
20 minutes, I'm sorry.
That's okay, 20 minutes. All right. And again, as far as all the assets, money, everything combined that you have to put towards a bond, is it safe to say you don't really have any money to put towards a bond?
Correct.
All right. Thank you, Judge. I'll pass the witness. Ms. Donaldson, Mr. Nisbet may have some questions for you, okay?
No questions, Judge.
Next witness, please.
No further witnesses. The defense would rest.
All right, state any witnesses or evidence.
Judge, we tender States Exhibit 1 and Exhibit 2, which were sent electronically to the court, to Brenna, and to the defense.
All right, any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, then, States Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted into evidence. Any other evidence or witnesses state?
None, Judge, we rest.
Defense, any rebuttal?
No, Your Honor, we would rest and close.
All right, then the court will hear argument, defense.
Thank you, Judge. As Ms. Donaldson testified, it's clear that for the last 3 years, she's been unable to make bond for Mr. Donaldson in this case. Bond is set at $250,000. Again, she has no assets, no money, and really no ability to make that bond in the case. And so we're asking the court to reduce it to a PR bond based on the amount of time that Mr. Donaldson has been in and the fact that Ms. Donaldson has no assets as well. Mr. Donaldson has been in the San Antonio area for 40 plus years. He does have some ties to the community in Atkins, Texas, about 20 minutes away. He does have a daughter there. We do feel that there are conditions that would ensure the safety of the community, such as full house arrest, GPS. He could be on a scram monitor for drug and alcohol testing, as well as checking in with pretrial and doing in-person drug and alcohol tests as well. The court could order any type of counseling as well. And so we feel that based on Ms. Donaldson's testimony, the fact that Mr. Donaldson has been in custody for 3 years, and the conditions that the court can set forth, that a PR bond would be appropriate in this case. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. State, do you want to address the defense's request for a PR bond? Because my
Sure,
understanding,
Judge.
that's all he's seeking.
Okay, well, to address that, Judge, we would point to States Exhibit 2. The court will see prior assaults in the defendant's history, as well as a prior prison trip for a homicide that was reduced to I think, intox manslaughter. It's inside of States Exhibit 2. So we would argue it's both inappropriate on its face and then also subjectively inappropriate, Your Honor, and that the present bond and bond conditions would be appropriate. To support our argument, we would say that prior judicial decisions have not only set but maintained this bond as the correct one, and we would ask the court show due deference to not only the court's own decision in August of 20, but also Judge Carruthers' magistrate decision in December of 18, and Judge Joey Contreras' decision earlier in the year in 2018. The court can see in States Exhibit 2 the history of the defendant for driving offenses, and most notably that he was not only on probation for DWI at the time of this offense, but had also picked up a failure to stop and give info traffic accident case at the time of this offense as well. We would further argue to the court that based on all the factors in our bond statute, ongoing safety of the community, and those which we know the court is well aware, we don't have to, belabor the point, that the present bond is appropriate, should not be a PR bond, and should be maintained, giving due deference to 3 prior judicial decisions on the subject matter. Thank you.
All right. All right, defense, it's your motion, so I will give you final argument.
Yes, Judge, just, I mean, really just to reiterate that we do believe that there are factors that and bond conditions that the court can put in place to ensure the safety of the community. They would be very strict. But again, we feel that after 3 years, also time is a factor in a case, especially on a bond motion. And so just because the court has previously ruled against a bond reduction, I believe that was over a year ago. And so again, it's clear that they can't make this current bond. And we would just point out that we've just been set for trial today for January. So it's going to be another 6 months before Mr. Donaldson goes to trial. So it'll be closer to 4 years at that time. So again, we would point that is a factor that should be taken into consideration, that a decision was made, but it was over a year ago. And that's all, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Allen. And Mr. Allen, as you know, I listened to each argument of both sides, your evidence of both sides, and I understand your argument with the court considering what other judges have done. But what I can tell you is I'm listening to evidence that's being presented today and taking in consideration of your client being in custody today. And after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and also hearing argument and listening to the evidence presented by your defense, the motion for the PR bond will be denied. Is there anything else from either side?
No, from the state, Your Honor.
No, Judge, just I guess one clarification. So that I understand the PR bond is denied, and is the court denying any bond reduction in the case as well?
All right, you didn't speak to a reduction. You just spoke to a PR bond. If you would like to speak to a reduction of bond, then the court will hear that now.
And Judge, just it would be the same arguments. The reason we were asking for a PR bond was just because Ms. Donaldson was unable to make any bond in the case at all. And so that would really be as far as right now, the only opportunity for Mr. Donaldson. We would just ask the court to consider a PR bond in the case. And again, it would have to be something dramatic to a bond of $1,000 or $2,500. And so we would just ask the court to consider any bond reduction at all.
All right, what bond amount are you requesting?
Judge, we'd request a $2,000 bond.
All right, State, the defense is also requesting now a bond reduction and a bond reduction to a bond of $2,000. Would you like to address that?
Yes, Your Honor, we would reiterate we would reoffer our exhibits and reiterate our same arguments. In some, we would vehemently oppose that bond amount, say that it does not sufficiently address the factors that we stated in our earlier argument, and would ask the court to leave the bond as is.
All right, the request for a $2,000 bond is denied. Is there anything else from either side?
None from the state, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Donaldson, the court is trying as quickly as possible to get you your jury trial date. All right, do you need to speak with your client anymore, Mr. Allen?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Allen, if I could see you and a family violence prosecutor in breakout room number 1, please.
Yes, Judge.
And Norma, can you let them know that Mr. Donaldson 14J can go back, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see if David Martin or Joe Ray are available to go to number 1, please.
Judge, when you have time, can you put me and Miss Maldonado back in the breakout room? Yeah, she left.
What room are you in, David?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Been in a few.
Let me see if I can figure it out.
Judge, can I date for Joseph Sanchez?
No, they were both on 4, so I think they can both go back to 4.
Okay, yeah. You should both be able to go back.
And Brenda, can you make me a co-host, please?
Yes.
Go back to room number 4, Victoria.
I don't know if I can do that, Norma.
Are you the host?
No, I'm just co-host.
Can you,
Do I need to move somebody?
yeah, Ernest Acevedo with David Martin.
Okay.
Norma, I have to go check into the 226
What
again.
is happening with Sanchez, Joseph Sanchez Contreras?
Judge, we got a date of January 12th.
All right, we need to put this on the record. Who's the prosecutor?
Oh, Mr. Sanders.
Okay.
Judge, he just stepped out of the pod. I'll do it.
All right, thank you. Is your client in custody or on bond?
In custody.
Did you leave them in a breakout room?
Yes, he is, and she should be in 3.
All right, so you need to have your client come out of breakout room number 3. No, he's not in 3. Norma, I'll need Mr. Sanchez back. I don't know where he is.
Do you know what seat he was at, Judge? Because I'm not co-host, so I'm not able to look that up.
I don't know what seat he was in.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, we're looking for your client. Jonathan Chavez on Jose Turribiades.
Yes, Your Honor. There's on the CTD case, there's a piece of discovery that's just too large for to be downloaded. So I just need to go pick that up today from the DA's office.
Okay. Norma, can I have a 30-day reset, please, on Jose Antonio Turribiades? Where's your client?
He's logged on, Your Honor, or I did see him earlier.
I'm here, ma'am. I'm sorry about that.
All right, no problem. We're going to bring you back on October 27th for discovery.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you and your client are excused.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, Amy Owen.
Yes, Judge. I'm Carol Schultz, Criminal Trial Division.
Yes.
I was in a breakout room with Meredith, and there's one piece of discovery on this case, Judge, that we want to kind of talk about and explore a little bit more. And we wanted to see if it would be possible to recall this case to Monday for a potential resolution based on us talking about that piece of discovery a little bit more.
Okay, let me see. All right, we'll see you October 4th.
And that still via Zoom, Judge?
Yes, yes, most definitely. That will be Zoom.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused and my client?
Yes, you and your client are excused. Ms. Schultz, I'll see you back on October 4th.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You have a great day too. James Ishimoto.
Judge, we have a return date of October the 27th. Hopefully we can do the PTD application by then.
Okay,
And
let me find here. And you are Melissa Garcia?
yes, ma'am.
And I'm sorry, give me the date one more time.
October the 27th.
All right, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Page 6.
Thank you. All right, David Woodard.
Judge, I just sent Meredith a chat. I think we may have a resolution to our case.
All right, thank you. All right, Christine McDonald, we're waiting for your client to make his appearance back. Oh, there he is.
They
He's
said he was
here.
in his chair. Yeah.
All right, what date do we have for Mr. Contreras?
January 12th, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 11338, State of Texas versus Joseph Sanchez Contreras. Could I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
Okay. For the defense?
Christine McDonald for the defendant.
And are you Joseph Contreras?
I am Joseph Contreras.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, have you received all the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will note for the record that the court has an acknowledgement of discovery dated August 2nd, 2021. Defense, has an offer been tendered?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Contreras, have you received the state's offer?
I have.
Are you rejecting the offer?
I'm rejecting.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
I am requesting a jury trial.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thank you.
All right, your jury trial date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. Any objections to that as a jury trial date, defense?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objections to that as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Contreras, do you have any objection to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date?
Yeah, I forgot I was on that.
Oh, man.
I forgot all that shit.
The jury trial date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. If you are in custody, you will be brought over to the court dressed for trial. However, if you're released from custody, you'll need to appear on January 12th, 2022 in the 187 District Court at 9 a.m. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
I'm just hungry. I told him to put my money in Thomas.
Do you understand, Mr. Contreras?
I'm gonna be here, make home, it's the best. Get $1,000
I didn't hear you, ma'am. I'm sorry. What was that?
$15 a month.
Your jury trial date is January 22nd, 2022 at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
I understand.
If you are released from custody, you'll need to appear in court on that date dressed for trial. Do you understand?
I understand.
The court is located at 300 De La Rosa. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, with that, we'll close the record. Norma, you can let them know that 14P can go back.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you're excused.
Thank you.
I just sent you a chat, Judge.
All right. Mr. Gallegos, can you unmute for me, please? We're going to bring you back. Hold down. Yes, Mr. Gallegos, we're going to bring you back on October 28th at the request of your attorney. We will see you then, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you for your patience. Norma, L5 can go back.
You have a nice day.
Oh, you have a great day. All right, Matt Stohansky, you're back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so what is happening with your client?
Okay. We are not going to be able to accept, the state made a very generous offer, but because of the circumstances, we're not going to be able to accept it. And so we need to be advanced to put back to the jury docket.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. Ms. Ferguson will meet you there and give you a jury trial date.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. And is your client family violence or criminal trial division? I think, let me see.
It's criminal trial, Judge.
All right, thank you. If someone from criminal trial can go to number 3, please.
Judge, we have a date of January 12th.
Okay, let me put that on the record.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. To the courtroom, it's Mr. Kizart in there.
Yes.
All right, could you have him come forward, please? Oh, you're with him. Okay, just give me a moment. Is there a prosecutor available to place this on the record?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Dr. Kizart, you can sit down. I don't need to see your ear.
He's got his phone. AW@gmail.com.
Anyway.
There we go.
Thank you. The court is calling 2019 CR 4695, State of Texas versus Jerome Kizart. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
Is your attorney on a different call?
Yes, he is. Hold on.
Yes, Judge.
All right, for the defense?
We're ready and we're January 12th works for us.
No. I'm asking for announcements. Who are the
We're ready.
parties? For the defense?
We're for defense for ready.
No. What is your name for the record?
Oh, Matt Stolansky. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Kizart, do you have any objections to us proceeding by video?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will note for the record that the court has an acknowledgement of discovery dated January 30th, 2020. Defense has an offer been tendered.
January 12th.
No, please, everyone, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
The court has, for the record, an acknowledgement of discovery in its file that was filed January 30th, 2020.
Yes.
So, has an offer been tendered?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kizart, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
My understanding is that the jury trial.
Let me go back there.
I'm listening.
All right, we'll take up this hearing when your attorney is ready.
Please.
Okay, do you have any attachments coming back or?
No, ma'am, not this time.
All right, Norma on Trevino. We're just waiting for his attorney. And the court, we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Norma, are you there?
Give us a moment, everyone. We're on a short break.
Okay.
Ernest Acevedo. Ernest Acevedo.
Hello, Judge.
Hello.
It's been a RAB visit, but here, okay. I'm here on Fernando Toro, Judge. I conferred with David Martin. He got accepted into the vet court, but we're trying to figure out, okay, when that happens, another DA has to approve the track or the disposition, and we're trying to figure out who that is. He just got in, and so I'm asking for a 30-day reset so we can try to figure that out. But he has been now in.
Well, can't we have Herman come in and tell us who that is? Is that the question of who the person is?
Well, I've been sending out text messages to people in admin to find out who it is. I'm not sure. It used to be Daryl, but he's got that new position, but he might still have some involvement. It could be Maritza.
Oh, we're going to take care. We're going to find out who it is today. Just give me a moment.
All right. Okay. I'm in the middle of a RAB and I only got 12 minutes left on it before.
No, go ahead and do your RAB and just zoom back in.
Yeah, I'll be online. So if something happens, I'm available. I'm just going to try to finish this meeting.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Matt Stohansky, are you ready to give the 187th your undivided
Ready, Your
attention?
Honor. Not pulled in 3 different directions.
All right, I think you missed my announcement. I told Brenna that the only people who can multitask very well are women. So I don't know why you're trying to do that.
I saw that, Judge, but part of my cancer treatment is I'm getting estrogen and I'm in menopause. I'm actually in menopause. So I thought maybe I could do it, but no.
No, you can't. That doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change the fact.
All right, is your client with you?
Yes, he is. He's over my shoulder.
All right, we're going to go back on the record in 2019, CR 4695. Mr. Kizar, are you rejecting the state's offer?
Yes.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
My understanding, both parties have conferred on a jury trial date. Your jury trial date will be January 12th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in the 187 District Court. Obviously, you've been to the court before, so you know where it's located. So January 12th, 2022, any objections to that as a jury trial date, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any objection to that as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Kizar, do you have any objections to January 12th, 2022 as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kizar, the court is assuming that that will be its jury trial date. However, if jurors are resuspended, then your date will not be on that date and the defense will be made aware of your new date. If the court is not given that date in rotation, we will put you up on the first available date. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so when is your jury trial date?
January 12th, 2022, 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you. With that, we'll close the record. Brenda, you notice everybody slows down when they say 2022. I have to think about it. Mind blown. I can't believe we're already there. All right, Mr. Stohansky, if you don't have anything else with us, you are excused.
I appreciate it.
All right, good luck on your treatment. I know it's going to go well.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. And I'm going to see where John Herman is, if we can get him or Caroline in here. For everyone else here, we're just waiting for your attorney. So everyone put some patience in your pocket. It's Thursday. You know, time is trying to turn it into a Monday, but we're still going to keep it as a Monday. I'm sorry, as a Thursday and not take it into Monday.
Judge, I need Christina Montes to go to breakout room number 1.
All right, Christina Montes.
I don't think she's here. She said she was under iPhone. But
Yeah, she's in one.
No, that's the wrong one. She said she's not her. I don't know.
There is no one else on the screen by Christina Montes. So tell our attorney she needs to get her here.
All right.
And if she's not here, a warrant will be issued.
Okay.
Hi, John.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
Hi, all right. You know, I said your name twice on the screen and once in my mind, and then you appeared.
I just magically appear.
Yes. So anyway, there's someone on here by the name of Fernando Toro.
Yes, ma'am.
My understanding is he's been approved for Veterans Court, but they're telling me they don't know who the prosecutor is, so that I guess the process can start.
So I'm going to make sure I understand what you're saying. So Mr. Toro was assessed and evaluated, and he was staffed by the team, and he has been approved for.
That's what I'm being told.
And in regards to the prosecutor, that would be either Mr. Daryl Harris, Miss Maritza Stewart, or Mr. Anthony Arnold, who I believe has told. I believe Mr. Toro's attorney is Mr. Acevedo. I believe that's told Mr. Acevedo that we can take him if he hits probation or hits probation. We'll start him right away.
So we just need him to be placed on probation, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
he will be transferred.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
As long as he makes it through you today, we can get him going right away, starting tomorrow.
Okay, well, let's have Mr. Acevedo. He's on the screen, but he's in a RAV visit. He said that will be done in 12 minutes. If you can let them know that once he enters his plea, then he can be transferred.
Sounds good, Judge.
All righty. Let me see. Who is the prosecutor on Fernando Toro?
I believe, if I remember my paperwork correctly, that's Mr. David Martin out of your court, Judge.
Okay, David Martin. I'm being told by John Herman from VTC that if Mr. Toro is placed on deferred today, they will accept him and take care of his case today.
Yeah, that's not the issue. They're trying to get a pretrial diversion. So that needs to be approved by someone above my pay grade. And that's what I think Ernie's trying to do. Just nobody will answer a simple question.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Yeah, the track one. I mean, obviously the case is a triable case, but there's some veteran court issues that are very important. And so that's what would resolve the case in vet court. And I'm trying to see who's the one that makes the decision on those track one issues. That was the issue we were having today, Judge.
All right.
I apologize, Judge.
No, go ahead. Go for it, Mr. Herman. I was going to see if you knew the answer to that question.
Mr. Acevedo, have you talked to Daryl today?
I've texted him with no response.
If you Judge, if you mind, I can try to see if I can get someone to call Mr. Acevedo right now.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
So just give us a moment.
Judge,
Yes.
Valentina's asking if she can come back this afternoon. She's trying to get a hold of her client to finish up her plea.
All right. Ms. Docket, where is your client?
So we were in a breakout room and then I do not see her. I asked her to go back to the main courtroom. Like she's using her iPhone and she's having difficulties going back and forth. So I will get her back in. Just wanted to make sure at what time we need to come back after lunch. We still have to sign paperwork from the court, the standard paperwork, but we have
Right.
done
She
with
needs
the
to be back here at 1:30.
1:30, okay.
And if her iPad or whatever iPhone that she's using is not working, then she needs to be in the courtroom by 1:30.
Okay, just wanted to report to the court. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait a minute. She's actually coming in. Miss.
She's coming in, okay.
Do not leave. Okay, let me see.
Hello.
Yes, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with your attorney.
If you can send her, Judge, if you can send her to 1 with Lupus so he can swear her in.
All right, I'm sending you to number 1.
Thank you.
Hey, John, you're back.
Yes, ma'am. I got a hold of Maritza Stewart, Judge, and she's willing to come in and talk on behalf of the prosecutors for VTC. She's just requesting a link.
Okay, let me, I'm going to email her right now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I sent her the email, so she should be on shortly.
Yes, Judge, and I actually just got off the phone with her. I think there might be a reversal because we're about to start court. I think Daryl Harris is actually going to be jumping on now instead of
All right.
Maritza, which he got the link. We forwarded it to him. So one of the two should be coming through. But I'll be here, Judge, until it gets resolved.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Martin Guerra. All right, Martin Guerra, you here for Sam Amaya?
Yes, Your Honor. I think last time I spoke to Joe Ray.
Yes.
Is he available?
Yes, he's here. I'll send you to breakout room number 2. And Joe Ray, if you're available, go to 2, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Tom Nesbitt, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
All right, could I see you in breakout room number 3, please?
Okay.
I'm gonna get to the breakout room. I don't know how to get to the breakout room.
More.
Mr. Amaya, you have to wait. You don't go to a breakout room yet.
Okay.
David, you can go back to 4, and Ms. Maldonado, you can go back to breakout room 4.
All right, to the clerks, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4 to go over the paperwork that Maldonado has, please. Where is Ernest Acevedo? Mr. Harris is here. So I'm going to send you all to breakout room number 5.
What is?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And John, I'm going to send you to number 5. Is there Matthew Cuellar on? Norma, we're going to bring Matthew Cuellar back at 2 p.m.
Matthew Cuellar.
Aaron Trevino, who's in custody, he'll be back at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Mr. Trevino, 16A, we're going to bring you back at 2 a.m. Enjoy your lunch. And Norma on Morrison, if we can recall that for tomorrow, maybe.
Tomorrow?
Yes, I don't know where Mr. Ross is.
Okay. $187? Yes, ma'am.
Who is Jeremy's Galaxy? Who is this? Jeremy Rothenay, we're bringing you back on October 1st.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I was just informed by my lawyer, Robert Maurer, that he is out of town in court.
Yes, we're bringing your case back on October 1st.
So am I good to go, Your Honor?
Yes, you can leave.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oakwood. Yeah.
Have you already been sworn in, Ms. Buntes?
Yes, I have.
All right, as soon as the court has the paperwork, we will take this matter up.
The person, yeah. Yeah, tell him that he needs to come to the house quick.
What do I do? I just get off and knock?
Judge, can you put Ms. Montes and Ms. Valentina in the breakout room with me, please?
You guys can go to breakout room number 1. Ms. Montes, do not leave the breakout room until you've signed all your paperwork. All right, just 1 second, Brenna. I think everyone's going to have to come back at 2. Brenna, we're going to have everyone come back at 2.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone, we're going to stop live stream. We'll be back at 2 p.m. Take up whatever pleas are remaining. The court has a meeting at 12. It is now 12:18 p.m. and the court reporter needs a break as do, I'm sure, everyone else. So we'll be back